I'm gonna share with you guys the 5 best and easiest niches for Google Ads. Now, for those of you that are running Google Ads, you guys might, or wanting to run Google Ads, but don't know what type of clients to go after, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys in this video which clients that I've worked with that I thought was the easiest to work with and to get results for, right? So with Google Ads, a lot of people think that it's, or from a client's perspective, I should say, a lot of them think it's expensive, it's confusing, it doesn't work, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not, and it's probably because they didn't set up Google Ads the right way, they don't know how to do it, right? But you, as an expert running Google Ads effectively, these are the 5 top easiest, best and easiest niches to run Google Ads for. So before I share my 5 top niches with you, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel or drop the thumbs up on this video. It really helps support the channel, push it out a little bit. I'm a small YouTuber like me, so I would really appreciate if you can take like 2-3 seconds to do that right now. And so the first best and easiest niche for your Google Ads agency or for your Google Ads is lawyers, right? Now, depending on what type of lawyer you work with, one client is on average a $2,000 case upwards to $10,000 plus, right? Depending on what type of lawyer, what type of attorney you work with. Now, I work with some personal injury attorneys where, a car accident or, a major car accident, some type of traumatic injury that happens, it's gonna make them a lot of money, right? And, on average, accident cases, car accidents, depending on how serious the injury is and things like that, they can make anywhere between $2,000 to $10,000 easily, right? And car accidents happen every single day, believe it or not. It happens pretty often. So depending on the type of lawyer that you work with, we work with a ton of criminal defense lawyers, we work with family lawyers, we work with personal injury lawyers, and we work with them all throughout the US. They are great clients once you get them as a client and you get awesome results for, right? With our criminal defense lawyers, an average case, a criminal case and things like that, what they'll charge is anywhere between $2,000 to $3,500, right? So if you can just bring them, 1 to 2 clients, that's an extra $3,500 to $7,000 on average in a single month, right? So you can justify your value by how much you charge, because a lot of people always ask, Jordan, how much should I charge for my services? I don't know what to charge. Should I charge $500? Should I charge $5,000? Should I charge $2,000? Right? And you need to understand how much value you're bringing to your clients. So let's say you work with this new client and this new criminal lawyer, and on average you can generate them X amount of customers, you make them an extra $10,000, and you charge $2,000, they get to keep 8, right? And maybe minus a couple, 1,000 or 2 on the Google Ad side, so they're left with about $6,000. That is profitable, right? So they don't mind paying you your $2,000 service fee. So you gotta think about how much value you're bringing to your clients, and that's how you are able to come up with your pricing. Now, the second best and easiest niche, in my opinion, are dentists, right? Dentists are everywhere. They're down the street, they're on the next street, the next block, they're everywhere, right? So they're, there's a ton of them. With volume, they're going to need to somehow stand out and generate new business, right? So in order to do that, running Google Ads is perfect. And so one new patient, a dental implant or something like that, on average, it could be, $1,500 to $2,000. And if you can just bring, 2 or 3 new patients, that's gonna be an extra $4,000 to $6,000. Teeth whitening, they charge, a couple $100. And even though some of you might think that, hey, if I bring in teeth whitening patients, or if I bring in low ticket clients and patients, where they're only worth a couple $100, how am I supposed to charge more, right? And so the answer to that question is actually, yes, you might be bringing a low ticket client for this business where it's only maybe a couple $100 or whatever they think is low ticket to them. The cool thing is that bringing a new customer through the door is probably one of the hardest things to do, right? Getting a new business, getting a new client through your doors is probably one of the toughest things to do, because that once they come in, you get them as a customer or a client, that they're going to be most likely a returning customer or client. So most of the time, the hardest part is winning a new client. And so when you are able to generate them a new client or customer, whether it's a high ticket or low ticket, whether they're paying a lot or a little for this service, these clients can put them on some type of maintenance program. They can upsell them on things, put them on on a checkup, every month or 2 weeks or whatever like that. And so there is a lot of value inside of that as well. So don't just think that you have to always sell, go with clients that, sell for things for really high prices. Now, the third niche I want to mention is probably they're everywhere. This type of client is everywhere. And this is, I would say, one of the clients that people go after the most when they first start off their social media marketing agency or their digital marketing agency, because number one, it's really easy to get results and get traction for this client. And the third client I want to share with you are chiropractors. Chiropractors are everywhere, right? There's, like they're just like dentists and lawyers and things like that. They're everywhere, and they always want more patients, right? They're always looking for ways to generate new patients coming through the door. They'll do Groupon. They'll set up booths at your gym, at the park, at the beach. They'll do everything to try to get new patients, because they know that if they can bring in one patient, and they might throw out a cool little special offer for $40 for new patients or whatever, they know that patient is going to come back for chiropractic care regularly, right? For checkups and just to keep their spine and their well-being healthy, right? Because people who are interested in health, wealth, and fitness, they're most likely more conscious about keeping their body right, and so that way they're going to keep going back to the chiropractor, and the chiropractors understand that. And so I would say chiropractors is the third best and easiest niche on my list, and it's actually one of the first clients that I got. It is the first client that I got from my social media marketing agency, actually. I first started, I heard about it. A lot of people were going after chiropractors. Chiropractors was so easy to get as clients, and so I went after chiropractors. As I called them, I offered free trials, I did all this whole shebang, and I landed chiropractors as my first client. That was the very first niche that I got started with. Since then, I played around with other niches and things like that, and so that's why I'm making this video and sharing all the niches with you. So the fourth client I would say is easy for Google Ads is plumbers, guys. They are another example of a local service-based business, right? They'll drive around, they'll fix your leaks, they'll do all the plumbing stuff, right? So plumbers, they're always looking for new jobs as well. Drain cleaning, hydrojetting jobs, depending on the size of the job, it could be anywhere between $500, upwards to who knows what, depending on the size of the building. It might be a whole apartment, a whole complex. It might be a house. They might have to clean up the whole sewer, whatever it is, right? And so these plumbers, they're always looking for new jobs. And if you go on Google and you search up plumbers near me, you'll see other plumbers running ads. And so here's a quick little tip for you. Anytime you go on Google and you search up a niche, right, on Google, and if you see that there are other people in that niche running Google ads, that means that there is money to be made, right? And so if there's money to be made, then there is an opportunity for you to help these people generate more leads or more clients, right? Because most of the time, these people who are running Google ads, they don't really know what they're doing, right? They don't know how to set up their Google ads the right way. They probably don't even know, they don't know how to set up the tracking, and most likely they probably leaving some money on the table, and they could probably be a lot more profitable if they had you helping them. And so the fifth and last best and easiest niche on my list, there was no particular order, it's just my top 5, I would say, is the HVAC business, right? The heating, the ventilation, the air conditioning, right? These are the people that go out to homes and install that for houses, fixes it, and all that good stuff, right? So they are a local service-based business. They go around, they'll help with the locals, and if you go on Google Ads, you will see, you search up, HVAC companies near me, you'll see that people are running ads for that. And so there are a ton of HVAC companies, right? It's another one of those, niches where there's just a ton of them, right, guys? People have asked me, if what is the best niche to go after? Are there niches that are too saturated? And you gotta start thinking from an abundance mindset, guys. There are millions, there are tons of businesses out there. There are so many businesses out there, but it's not really saturated, guys. There are a ton of business out there from abundance mindset. Just figure out what you want to specialize in, and then go after that niche, specialize, crush it, and then replicate the results for the next client and the next client and the next client. So like I said, guys, those are my top 5 best and easiest niche for Google Ads. I've started my whole Google Ads agency business about 2.5 years ago. Ever since then, grown my business from $0 to $20,000 every single month. We're on track to do $250,000 in collected gross revenue this year in 2021, and we're continuing to scale, continuing to grow. We have clients all throughout the US. We have a few clients outside the US, in Canada and Australia as well. And so there is a ton of business out there, and I'm just, you know, an average Joe, guys. I'm not even a big Google Ads agency or nothing like that, but it has allowed me to get that financial, that location, that time freedom that I've been looking for. Like, look at me, guys. I'm doing YouTube videos in my bedroom, and I run my whole entire business from my bedroom on this computer right here, and I can take a laptop and go anywhere in the world and still be able to work on my business, right? So that is the power of running a business, and you don't have to specialize and learn everything, right? All we do is offer Google Ads and build high converting landing pages. That's pretty much the only two services that we do. We don't really do SEO. We don't really do Facebook ads, even though we do some Facebook ads, but we don't really, that's not our bread and butter. And we don't really build websites or anything like that. Not a whole lot of web design. So really just specialize in one or two services that you're going to offer, get results at the end of the day, make sure that your clients are happy so that they're recurring every single month, and that's how you have client retention, and that's how you're able to grow your agency. So look, guys, hopefully this video has been helpful to you guys, and if it is, please drop a thumbs up on this video for the algorithms, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Team algorithm, turn on the notification bell so that you never miss content like this. And let me know if I missed any niches in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on the niches that I mentioned, and if I missed out on any, and if you guys would like to share some of your best and easiest niches, let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.